Hey guys, welcome back again to Relationship Facts. I am Michelle Lavigne, and in today's episode, we're actually going to be talking about ghosting. So, ghosting is basically when someone that you're seeing or someone that you're with all of a sudden ghosts you, they disappear, and you don't hear from them. They lose all contact, so no matter text, phone, social media, emails, doesn't matter. You can't get a hold of them. They're just gone. They don't want to talk to you. They don't respond to anything you say. And they just leave you without a word. So you have no closure. You don't know what happened. You don't know if you've said something, if you did something, maybe you didn't do something. Did they find someone else? What happened? Psychologists actually think that this is really, it's kind of emotional abuse because ultimately it's creating a lot of emotional turmoil within the person who just got ghosted, thinking, that they've just been abandoned. You get left with feelings of inadequacy, of feeling not good enough, that there's something wrong with you. These type of behaviors actually lead a lot towards people feeling very codependent, feeling very insecure, having low self-worth, self-esteem, and feeling just that they're not good enough. And it causes a lot of mental instability, actually. And it's something that's been happening much more. It's much more prevalent these days, especially with social media. It's not something that necessarily happened a whole lot back in the day. I mean, obviously it probably did happen, but just not to the same extent or the frequency that it is happening nowadays. So ghosting is actually something that I really am quite against. And, even in the world of online dating, which of course is kind of one of the main ways that people nowadays meet and hook up, you start talking to someone for a couple of days, maybe you realize they're not really right for you, and then you just decide, okay, well, I'm like literally talking to 20 other people anyway, so why would I keep talking to this person? I'm just gonna just ignore them. I'll keep talking to these guys. And then you don't really think about the damage that it's doing to the other people. And I found that I did it myself a couple times. And honestly, it actually just made me feel really horrible because I had it happen to me so many times and it feels really bad. Like, it just makes you feel gross. It makes you feel like there's something wrong with you, that you're not enough, that you have issues, that they don't want to talk to you. Did you say something wrong? And then you want to know what it is that you said that was wrong, so you don't do it again with the next person because you're trying to find love. But I think that it is something in society that needs to change. I think it's something that we need to address because we're causing emotional instability in other people. We are causing actual trauma. And this is abuse, making someone feel like they are not enough. And I get that we can't be in control of someone else's feelings. We can't make someone else always feel good about themselves. And we can't be so concerned with everyone else's feelings all the time. We would be exhausted. We probably wouldn't be able to function properly. However, I think that as a society, we can learn to have a little bit more empathy for our fellow human beings as people, as sentient, feeling human beings that are experiencing the world through everyday human interactions. And if we are just one small part of that human interaction that they are experiencing, which is actually going to change their worldview and their experience and their perception of themselves, I think that we can do a little bit better than just ghosting people. So I have friends and people that come to me and they're talking about, some guy they started talking to or some girl that they, started hooking up with occasionally. And then they're like, yeah, it's not really working out. So yeah, I don't really want to deal with it. And my suggestion always is tell them why. Or at least just say, hey, listen, it's not working out. I'm just, it's not working for me, or I found someone else, or this is just not a good time for me. And honestly, just saying it like it is, honestly, is not that hard. It really isn't. Just telling someone, this isn't what I'm looking for. I wish you the best of luck. I hope that you find happiness, but this isn't what I want. And yeah, I'm going to be moving on, or I just have other things that are more interesting to me at this moment. And I think even being honest with people, because everybody knows that when you're on online dating, everyone has multiple people that they're talking with and probably seeing on the side. And I think that they're not stupid. And I think talking to people like they're stupid and just being like, oh, well, I'm just, not interested in dating anymore. It's like, okay, then why are you on a dating app? It's more like, actually, I'm kind of making a stronger connection with someone else right now. I'm really sorry. I don't want to hurt you, but I think this is the right thing to do. Just giving someone an explanation, letting them know what's going on, why you don't want to see them anymore. And just being respectful about another person and being polite and caring, just makes you a better person. And it makes you feel better about yourself as well. To know that you at least did your part, and you don't want them to feel bad about who they are and what's going on between the two of you. You don't want to leave these unresolved questions and cause this emotional trauma and stress on another person that is going to warp their future interactions with other people. It actually will. I mean, we can all say, I was just one little interaction with this person. Why would that change their perception of anything? Why will that change future interactions with other people? But it does. Every little thing does. We as human beings are literally a culmination of all of our life experiences from childhood up. Every experience we have creates our identity and who we are. It molds and shapes us. So if you think that your interaction with someone doesn't affect them, then you're wrong. It does. So try not to ghost. If you are ghosted, it is extremely painful, and I get it. I've been there many times, but try to, of course, self-parent yourself and realize, you know what, there are things I can't change in this world, and it is not a reflection on you. It's a reflection on them. And it simply means that they are not secure enough in who they are as a person to care enough about another human being. And they have their own shit going on. So try to have some empathy for whatever it is that they're dealing with in their own life and their own developmental journey. And, be kind to yourself and realize that it's not you. There's nothing that you did that was that wrong. Continue to be you, continue to be genuine and vulnerable, and put yourself out there, and it will work out. So if you have any really crazy ghosting experiences that you want to talk about, or if you've experienced any of these things, then you just want to contribute to the conversation, I would love to hear more about it. So please leave a comment below and subscribe if you want to hear any more about relationship facts. Thanks.